Yesterday we started about the three-tier architecture. It's a collection of the front-end tier, a middle tier, and a DB tier. So coming to the DB tier, we have to get the TNS names and install the SQL developer, and we can able to connect to the database. It's nothing but a transparent network substrate. So the TNS names you will get it from your.
Recording in progress.
So we have to install the WinSCP. Then we have to get the host names, username and password from your team lead, and we can be able to connect to the middle tier. So once we connect to the middle tier, we can able to transfer the files from local machine to server, server to local machine. On top of that, there is a front end type. That means login to Oracle applications, any one of the browser tools. Before that, we have to install the Java. Once we install the Java, then only we can able to connect to the front end type. So most of the time, sir, business users or end users will connect to the front end type. So as a developers, we are going to create a database objects in the database and to develop a code and keep that code in the middle type and register that code in Oracle applications and give the grant to end users. Nothing but access. So then the users will log into Oracle applications. They can open the forms. They can execute the programs, whatever it may be. Maybe the packages, reports, anything. So this is the three-tier architecture. The end users will log into only the front end type. So the DBA and the technical guys will log into all three layers, like a front end tier, middle tier, and a DB tier. So coming to functional people, most of the times they are into front end tier. It's a very rare case here. They are connecting to the middle tier and DB tier. Okay. So and yesterday we got a chance how to connect to the remote desktop and okay na DB tier connectivity, middle tier connectivity, and we able to connect it to front end also by using the operations and the welcome password. That is the default username and password for the front end. Right. So now here. So today we'll go to coming to DB tier. I don't want to explain anything here. You are good on that. Creating the DML, DDL, TCL, and also the PL SQL like procedures, packages, triggers, everything. Now we'll go with the middle tier. So there is a architecture or maybe some hierarchy is there in the middle tier. Today we are going to discuss, and also we are going to discuss about the front end tier. Nothing but how to create our own user and what is the responsibility. So that things we'll discuss today. So today we'll go with the middle tier. So yesterday we got a chance to connect to the middle tier. Once you connect to middle tier, there is a partition. Like there is a separation is there. Left side is the local machine. It's a slash with the backward slash. Right side is the forward slash, like a root. Okay. So the Oracle applications, Linux server start with the root directory. So under that root direct, this is the starting directory. Under that, there is a folder or directory Oracle. I won't say exactly it's Oracle here. It's a DBA setup. May you could say some U01 or U02. I don't say exactly. So just assumptions, okay, na? In our systems, just okay, Oracle. Okay, may it will change from company to company, but root is the starting one. For any project, root is the starting. On top of that, there is a folder name. That will change from one company to another company. Then U01, then blah blah blah. Exactly, I don't know how many layers are there. So that will taken care by the DBA. So whatever the layers are there, forget about that here. So if you go, that means if you drill down that, you could see one folder name that is called as the APPL. So this is for technical guys. Forget about what is the folder name of the okay, na, the first one, the second one, or third one. So if you go one or one layer, maybe two layers or three layers, somewhere you will identify the folder name APPL. That is the stopper for you guys. That's a technical folder. So as a developer, daily we are connecting to the APPL application folder. Okay. So at the same time here we have some more folders are there like Vara, DB data. So you guys can ignore this one. This will used by the DBA persons, not by the technical guys. So as a developers, we will touch most of the times only APPL directory. Forget about remaining. Okay, that will taken care by the DBA persons. So under that APPL top or APPL folder. Again, we could say lot of subdirectories like a PO top, AP top, AR, GL inventory. Like that, I could see the 200 plus directories. So there is a APPL folder. Under the APPL folder, we could see around 200 plus folders. We can call it as the top, TOP top. Here we have two tabs are there, production tab and the custom tab. We'll discuss later. So under the APPL, we have the PO folder, AP, AR, GL inventory. Like that, 200 plus are there. Yeah. Later we'll discuss what is the production tab and the custom tab. Okay. Under each tab, we could see one folder that's a 12 point, sorry, it's a 12.0.0, not a 2.0, 12.0.0. So it will indicate your ERP version. Suppose if you are working on the 11A, you could see the folder name is the 11.5.0. Not that much important here. You can ignore that just to know the version, whether you're working on the 11A or R12. So under each production tab or custom tab, we could see one folder that is the 12.0.0 to represent that the version of the ERP. Okay. Under that 12.0.0, again we can see some more directories like a forms, reports, SQL, bin, Java help. Out of that, these four are the mandatory for developers. Forget about remaining. Only we are working on the forms, reports, SQL, and bin. Right. So if you double click on the forms, again we can see the language. Like suppose our client installed Oracle application the US language, Dutch, Germany language, is the Spanish. Okay. At that time, you could see the three folders. Listen there carefully. There is a MNC client. The client has a business in the three countries, US, Germany, and Spanish. So the client, that means the DBA will install the Oracle application in three languages. Suppose one client is there, they have business only in the US. At that time, you could see only one folder that is called as the US. So depending upon the country, okay, now how many countries the Oracle is using, so that many folders we could see. That will get taken care by the DBA guys. This is not our okay, na, technical responsibility. When the DBA install the product, automatically that many languages we will get it. That's a client choice, yeah. So as a developer, we won't involve into that. Okay. So under the forms, we could see the language like a US, D means Dutch, Germany, Hispana, Spanish. Even if you double click on the reports folder, you could say same here, US, Dutch, Hispana. Then under the SQL, it won't support the language specific, irrespective of the language, whether you're working for the Germany or Spanish or China, you should keep code in the SQL folder. No need to keep under the particular language folder. Then even bin also won't support the language. So whatever the country, whether it's working for US or India or China, you could place code in the bin folder. Okay, and in the bin, you're going to drop the .ctl and drop to .proc files. Okay, so again, I will explain here. So once you open the WinSCP, you will see the for starting one is the root, then may or may not, yeah, I'm not sure on that. You could see the folder name is the Oracle. Make it, you could see the different one also. Like that, 1 minute. So the starting is the root. Under that, we have the multiple layers are there. But we don't know how many layers are there. May it would be 3 layers or maybe the 5 layers. But for example, here I mentioned only 2 layers. One is the Oracle. If you double click on the Oracle folder, we could see the user one. This is the assumptions here. In real time, may you will see the multiple layers. That we'll discuss later. So whatever it may be here, that means in some place we will see the one folder that is the APPL. That is for the technical people. So most of the time, sir, we'll use the APPL folder. So in the same layer, we could say Vara DB data. This will be used by the DBA guys for the setup purpose. So server configuration. Okay. Under the APPL, we have the tabs are there. We could see two type of. One is the production tab. The second one is the custom tab. This production tab given by the Oracle for internal software. Maybe we can call it as the seeded software. By default, when you get a license from the Oracle will give some software. So that's called as the production tab. Yeah, nothing but nothing but a seeded software. Then we have one more option that is called as the custom tab. And this we'll discuss later. Yeah. So under each production tab or custom tab, we have the one more folder that is the 12.0.0 that will represent your ERP version, whether you are working on the release 12 or whether you are working on the 11.9. So if you could see 11.5.0, that means we are working on the 11.9. Otherwise, we are in the latest version. That's a 12.0.0, nothing but a release 12. So under each production tab or custom tab, we have the 12.0.0. If you double click on the 12.0.0, again we can see some more technical folders. That's what a technology, or maybe we can call it a subdirectory, like a forms, reports, SQL bin. In the forms here, again we have the language. Even reports also will support the language specific, but SQL and bin won't support the language. So whatever the country are going to write a code, you can keep that code in the under the SQL and the bin folders. No need to bother about the language specific. So coming to forms, we are going to develop a .fmb and a .fmx. So here you have to drop the code. So when you develop any code in your local machines, we are going to keep in the forms related to FMB and FMX. Coming to reports, we are going to place the .rdf, a report definition file. Coming to SQL folder, we are going to drop the .sql files. Coming to bin folders, we are going to drop the CTL files, control files, and the .proc, proc files. So these two files will support by the binary. Bin means binary folder. So this is the hierarchy of the middle tier here. So forget about these top layers here. We don't care about that. So okay now, how to get that I will help you. So how to get these many layers, how to jump into APPL folder, I will help on that. So under the APPL, we have the two folders. One is the production tab, the second one is the custom tab. So now we'll discuss what is the production tab and what is the custom tab. I think I already mentioned. Okay. So production tab here, the directory given by the Oracle. When you get a license from the Oracle will give the dump, software dump. So once we install that, by default, Oracle is going to create some tabs like a pivot tab, AP, ARGL. In that tabs, the Oracle has given some software. So with that, we can use the Oracle. So that's called as the production tab here. That means Oracle given or internal or seeded, whatever it may be. So this given by the Oracle. Once we get a license from the Oracle Corporation. Then apart from the production tab here, the DBA guys will create a custom tab. I will explain why we are going to create the custom tab. Example here, listen carefully. Oracle has given one report. That's a supplier report. The report name is APXVDBSR.RDF. This is the report given by the Oracle to get the suppliers data. Suppliers report. Okay. So this report given by the Oracle, but this report won't show the, will not display a supplier bank account. So this is the one of the gap. The report, the suppliers report given by the Oracle Corporation, in that report, it won't display the supplier's bank account number, but my client want to see the supplier bank account number. The column is there in the database, in the table level. In the report, that means Oracle developed this report, but the Oracle didn't add that column, supplier bank account. So they released it to production. So now my client want to see the supplier bank account. Then what should I do? So as a developer, we need to work on the customization. Listen there carefully. So if you ask Oracle, Oracle won't do that customizations. As a developer, we need to work on that. So we need to work on the customization, and we have to add a new column. The column name is the bank account. Then we deployed code. The report is working properly. That means the new report, that means customized report is displaying the bank account. No problem here. Down the line, the Oracle has given the patch. The Oracle made some changes to the same report and given as a patch. So whenever the DBA person apply the patch, so our customizations will delete. Our customizations will drop. Are you getting my point? So if you make any customization or enhancement here, so whenever Oracle apply the patches, Oracle is frequently releasing the new versions. So whenever our DBA guys will apply the patch will overwrite your customizations. Whatever the code I written to display the bank account, that means that code will delete automatically by applying the patch by DBA guys. So how can I protect my customizations?
Backup.
Not a backup, yeah. Keep on, okay, na, the DB guys are applying the patches. Then every time, okay, na, you have to get the backup and again recompilations. That is a headache to developers. Hmm. So this is the seeded report. That means Oracle given file name. Based on that, the Oracle created one program name. The program name is the supplier report. So whenever the end user submit the supplier report, okay, na, by default, it won't display the bank account. To overcome that issue, so we made some changes to this report, and okay, na, then we are displaying the bank account number. When you submit a supplier's report, now we are going to get the bank account. So whenever the DBA person apply the patch will delete your code, whatever the extra code written by you developers. Then again it will display the old output. So what should I do as a developer?
Stop.
Sorry?
Student dot. Student dot.
No, no, yeah.
We need to override that.
That means seeded code will overwrite. That means patch will overwrite our customizations. So finally, my code won't appear. My changes won't appear. So how can I protect my customizations, my new enhancement?
We need to custom top, right? We need to put XXX.
So super, yeah. Okay, na? So the Oracle has given the report here. That report, I'm just for this example, this is the AP related APX VDVSR. First two bytes start with the AP. That means this is related to account payables. Suppose the report start with the PO, that means it's a PO module. So based on the first two bytes, you guys will come to know this requirement for which module or which department. So now this report is related to the account payables, nothing but a finance department. Okay. Na? So this seeded report is available in the AP tab. This is available in the AP tab 12.0.0 under the reports. By default, the Oracle has given. So as a developer, what should I do? I have to copy that report from AP tab 12.0 reports US and move it to your local machine. Then you have to rename like a XX, that means our standards APX VD VSR dot RDF. So whatever the report given by the Oracle, I'm going to copy that report and I'm going to rename. So I'm not touching the whatever the report given by the Oracle in the AP tab. So keep that report like that. Apart from that, I'm going to take one more version. Then for that, I'm going to give the rename like a XX. That is a mandatory here in real time. Then whatever the name given by the Oracle. Then in this report, you have to make the changes and create a new report. Suppose we are working for the GE suppliers report. So now onwards here in my system, there is a seeded report, suppliers report, as well as one more customized GE suppliers report. Now onwards, the user can able to submit a suppliers report as well as the GE suppliers report. This is the customized one. So this code, whenever you make any changes to your code, that code we should keep in the custom tab. So this will created by the DBA. That means whenever the DBA person apply the patches, the patch will try to delete your code if you are keeping in the production tab. To overcome that, so we are going to customize our code and we are going to keep in the custom tab. So whenever you keep your code in the custom tab, the patch will not touch. So we can preserve, okay, we can protect our customizations. So that's why here the Oracle has given the two. That means Oracle can support. By default, Oracle can give the only production tabs. We can call it as a seeded at the time of installing the product. That's a seeded software. Apart from that, the Oracle recommendation. So the DBA guys should create a custom tab and inform to technical team. So as a developers, as a technical guys, whenever you develop any new software, whenever you do any enhancement or customizations, you have to keep code in the custom tab instead of the production tab. So that's why here it's the Oracle recommendation. So don't keep your code in the, that means a new development or customizations, don't keep your code in the production tabs. So by mistake, if you keep your code in the production tab here, so the patch will, that means Oracle patch will delete your code. To overcome that, the Oracle will support the custom tab. So now we came to know what is the production tab and what is the custom tab. Production tab means it will given by the Oracle for internal functionality or seeded functionality like a PO module, a PO tab, AP tab, AR, GL, ONT inventory, blah blah blah, 200 plus folders, nothing but a tabs given by Oracle. Apart from that, the DBA will create some more custom tabs like a XXPO, XXAP, XXGL, XX, okay, whatever it may be. Okay, XXGA also. So for what purpose the DBA will create these custom tabs? Uh, to
To
overcome the
protect our
it's a okay no,
Gaps.
whenever for the patches. So to protect okay our code custom code. So for that the DBA will create a custom tab. It's Oracle recommendation here. Pakka we need to create the custom tab, not by you. It will taken care by the DBA guys and they will inform to technical team. As a developer, when I write any new piece of code, I will keep my code in the custom tab. Don't keep your code in the production tab. That's not recommendable by Oracle. Yeah. So this is about production tab and custom tab. So again, we'll go here. The starting is the root. Under that, multiple layers are there. So forget about that here. So as a developer, we have to go to APPL application, and then Vora DB data, wherever you go here, whether you're working for the GE clients or ICICI Bank or Airtel, whatever it may be, you could see the folder name is the APPL. The DBA cannot change that. Okay, na? Under the APPL, we have the production tabs and the custom tabs. Coming to production tab, it's around 200 plus folders are there. PO, APAR, blah, blah, blah. And coming to custom tab, depending upon the models. Out of the 200, my client suppose want to use the 5 models. Then that many custom tabs you will see in real time. Okay, this custom tab will created by the DBA persons. So if you double click on the pivot tab, that means production tab, we could see the 12.0.0. Even if you double click on the custom tab, same architecture you could say 12.0.0. Once you double click on the 12.0.0, you could see some subdirectories. You can call the technical directories like a forms, reports, SQL, bin, Java help here. But as a developer, will focus only on these 4 folders. Forms and reports will support the language specific, but SQL and bin won't support the language specific. So irrespective of the country, you could keep code in the either SQL or bin folders. But coming to forms, if you develop a code for a US country, keep in the US folder. If you develop a code for the Germany, you have to keep in the D folder. If you develop a code for Spanish, you have to keep code in the A. Then China, Mandarin. So it's a different languages are there. Yeah. So Japan, okay. So depending upon the country, that many folders will enable by the DBA. Suppose my client is using Oracle application, there are 10 countries. Then how many language folders I could see?
10.
10. Okay. Na? So suppose my client is using for the, listen here carefully, my client is using for the Germany and the Spanish. Then how many folders I could see? My client has a business only in the German and Spanish. Then how many folders I could say?
Two folder.
That's wrong. Hmm.
English.
Oracle application, listen here. Oracle application base language is US. This is very, very important. Now tell me.
Three language.
Three. By default, yeah. So whether the client is using for German or something, default language is that's a US. Where you can call it the base language. That is a mandatory. On top of that, the DB will add two more languages, German and Spanish. Suppose my client is using Oracle application only for India. Then how many languages?
Two.
Four languages.
My client has a business only in the India.
Two.
Then how
US
many
and
language
India.
models? Only
Two
US. No, 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 no. Oracle
India
apps
by
won't
default
support
English.
Oracle apps won't support Indian languages here. So Indian people will use the English, no problem. Only one folder, that is the US. Okay. So suppose my client is using for Japan, only the business in the Japan. Then how many folders at the time? Hmm. Base language plus Japan.
Japan.
Japan. Okay. Na? So that is the rule here. Normally that will taken care by the DBA. We won't involve into that setup. So that's a configuration setup here, nothing but installation product. We won't involve into that. So once you install the product as a developer, I will involve into development based on the language. Okay. So this is about okay, na? A middle tier here. So yesterday we connected, but we didn't get a chance to look into this, like a pivot tab, AP tab, then how to go to APPL tab. That's important here. That I will explain today. So any queries till now? So within 1 week here, you would maybe your team lead want to cross check whether you are genuine or fake. Yeah. So in the teams, he will ping how to protect. Okay, na? That I will explain here. Suppose your team lead will ping you and hey share GL ledger dot SQL and share this file to me. He will ping in the Teams here and I will request you to can you download this file from the server and send it to me. So tell me here where this file will be available as per your knowledge.
SQL folder.
You have to give the proper path.
That is true.
Go to
APPL general
go to
ledger.
don't say this here. Root to Oracle U01. Don't say that. Even in the interview also, no one will expect that. So the right directory is the APPL. So we have to go to APPL. Under the
General
APPL,
ledger.
where I can get that?
GL.
Where I can get it?
Prod
GL.
top.
GL tab. We have to go to GL production tab. Under that 12.0.0. Under that
SQL.
SQL. There you could see. So how you are saying this file is available in the GL tab? GL tab is the production tab. How you are saying this file is available in the GL tab?
Starting of the letter GL legend.
Starting at the GL.
Yes, correct. Yeah. Okay. Now here, your team lead asked you to share this file xxar invoice dot rdf. Where you could see this file.
Custom.
Okay, good. Yeah, you have to go to APPL tab, then XXEAR. XX in real time you could see. Okay, XXEAR. Under that 12.0.0. Under that reports, then you have to go to US. In that you could see this okay, XXAR invoice.rdf. And you can send to your team. Right? This is mandatory. Yeah. Within 1 week, pakka, the guy want to cross check on you. Okay, whether you can connect it to the Windows API or not. So these already we connected yesterday, but today I will show you how to jump into this pivot tab, AP tab, forms report. So today we'll discuss that. Okay, then you will easily can play in the real time. So apart from that, here, do you have any queries? Okay. So later we'll discuss what is the new development, what is the customization. Little difference is there. Later we'll discuss that. Okay. So later we'll connect to PO top and custom top here, and even this hierarchy, entire hierarchy will connect. Okay. So now I'm going to front end, okay, or end user hierarchy. Okay, we'll discuss that here. So yesterday we connected to the Oracle Apps product with the browser tool. We used to do Internet Explorer, and we used to do operations and welcome. Those are the default username and password. Okay, so we'll discuss that later. Yeah. Right. So when you log into Oracle application here, the topmost is called as the user. That means your username or mail ID, whatever it may be. So with that, we are logged into Oracle applications. So one user can have access to multiple responsibilities. May they have only single responsibility? May they have access to multiple responsibilities? Later we'll discuss what is the responsibility. The topmost is the user. User can have access to multiple responsibilities. Okay, example here, some XX user, okay, joined in the POT. So in that case, what the company will do, they will create a username is the XX, and they will assign which responsibility, PO responsibility. So with that PO responsibility, XX user can able to create the POs, and he can buy the goods from the supplier, and he can able to receive the goods or whatever it may be. He can do the procurement operations. He can able to run the reports, and he can see the purchase order report, how what is the stock of the company, everything he can get it. That XX username. Suppose one YY user joined in the finance team. So in that case, what the company will do, the company will create a username is the YY, and they will add two responsibilities, AP responsibility and AR responsibility. So with that, what the user will do, the user will make a payment to supplier, the user will collect amount from the customers. They can do both, okay, account payables and account receivable work. Nothing like a clerk. XX is one of the clerk, and YY is the one more clerk. XX is having access to only procurement. YY user we have access to total finance, both AP and AR. Okay. So the topmost is the user. User have access to multiple responsibilities. May they have access to one responsibility. Okay, like a PO responsibility, AP responsibility, AR. Then okay, application developer sysadmin. Yeah, this will discuss later. Okay, so the topmost is the user. Then user have access to multiple responsibilities. Then each responsibility will have the three fields. One is called as the menu, nothing but a forms to create the transactions. Open the form, enter the data, and click on the save button. The data will store into Oracle tables. That is called as the forms development. Maybe we can call it as the menu. Then one more option is called as the request group. Then okay, here we are going to develop some programs. There's a called content programs, may packages or reports, or maybe you're going to write some Unix code, whatever it may be. Total 12 type of technologies. As a developer, we are going to develop in Oracle applications. So that's called as the content programs. So those content programs will assign to the request group, like a suppliers report is there, bank statement report is there, AP invoice report is there. Those reports will assign to the request group, bunch of programs. At last year, this is called as the data group. This is for the DBA guys. As a developer, you can ignore this here. But whenever you create any new responsibility, we need to take data group name as the standard. That's it here. Forget about what it will do. That will be taken care by the DBA. That's just for access purpose. Okay. The topmost is the user. User have access to minimum one responsibility. May they have access to the more than one, multiple responsibilities also. Like as I said, okay, one finance guy is there. Finance guy can have access to the both AP responsibility and AR responsibility. So coming to developers, you guys have access to only two responsibilities. That is the application developer and the sysadmin. These two together, we are calling it as the AOL. We are calling it as the AOL. Nothing but a application object library. Or maybe you can call it as the developer responsibilities. Only for development people only. Okay, na? These two. One is called as the application developer. The second one is the system administrator. These two together, we are calling it as the AOL, application object library. So with these two responsibilities, as a developer, I'm going to register the software. Suppose I developed one package in the database, then I will come to front end. Okay, na? With the application developer and the sysadmin responsibilities, I'm going to register the package and I can give access to the end users. Not for me, I will give the access to the end users. Then the end users can able to submit the package. They can get output. Okay, na? So for that here, the Oracle has given two responsibilities.